Hello guys, it seems I fixed my laptop. As of now, I'm live and I'm on my laptop. Perseverance, eh? So I don't have long because I'm coaching in about an hour and a half. But the main reason I'm doing this live, first of all, thank you so much, Charlie, for subscribing to the website. I really appreciate it. I hope you learn a lot. It's an incredible community there. We cover so much, so much, guys. So thank you for that, Charlie. Hey, Emmanuel, God bless you, my brother. The main reason I'm doing this live is I want to show you that the championship is just as coded as the Premier League. This is my main goal of this stream. Because a lot of people say, okay, I'm open to it being coded in the Premier League and the Champions League, but not the championship, not the lower leagues. Yes, the lower leagues. Remember, there's still a lot of energy and money and worship involved in the championship, guys. Okay, if you look at clubs like Southampton, West Brom, Leeds United, they have huge fan bases. There's a lot of idolatry. I hope you all watched my idolatry video. Did you enjoy that? A lot of my work, guys, just comes to me. So I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw those images and I was like, whoa, that is like idolatry, like blatant. Let's do a quick video. So I hope you're starting to see that it is all biblical. It is all biblical. And I hope you're starting to see just how important these numbers are. How did Denver Nuggets lose by 45 points? How, guys? How did they score 9 points in the final quarter and lose by 45, the ninth triangular number, and the first quarter ended with 45 points combined? It's not normal. It's not normal. So, what's up, Liam? God bless you. Adam, the Premier League CAO, said he is attending Arsenal's final game. I wouldn't get too wrapped up in any of that. I just saw Rishi Sunak was at Southampton. Whatever the code's going to be, the code's going to be. I've told you, everyone on my website who bet Man City and bet Haaland Golden Boot and did a parlay, I know it's a lot of people, they're guaranteed a nice profit if they're in it just for money. If they cover West Ham at 6-1, not to lose. All right, so I will be breaking down Sunday. So many people are telling me Man City are going to drop points to West Ham. I'll be shocked. You never know. It'll be one of the biggest shocks in the history of the Premier League if that happens and Arsenal win it. But it could happen. That's the reality. But if you've gambled, just bet smart now if you took what I told you to take at the beginning. There's nothing to admire about Cristiano Ronaldo. He doesn't care about the fans. Did you see Arteta get the royal honor? I didn't. Let me show you these stats. Guys, again, I've been asking quite a lot recently. If you want me to keep going live and keep putting out content day after day, spending hours of my time doing it for free, can you at least like the videos? Okay, that's it. Because I've told you, I don't need YouTube. I don't need to be doing this. All I ask for is you to like my videos. Every video is pretty much top notch, whatever I'm covering. And that's the reality. So do me that, show me a little bit of respect, and I'll keep doing it. Because like I said, this ain't my job, YouTube. It's not something that's necessary for me to do. Let me show you these stats for Ronaldo. Look at this. All right. We all know Ronaldo will go down as one of the greatest players of all time. And I always found it strange how two of the greatest players of all time, the last name was Ronaldo. You got the Brazilian Ronaldo, R9, and you got CR7. And Ronaldo's currently 39, and he's just broke yet another record. I noticed he has a child called Angel as well. It's all very interesting, all of this, man. But Ronaldo's just broken another record. And look at the stats. Look how everything is done by a code, guys. 44 games, 33 goals, 11 assists. Can you see it? See those master numbers at play there? It's just all incredibly coded. And the more you think about that Saudi league, the more it just shows me that the devil is running the show. Seeing all those remarkable players go out there, and I know you're going to tell me it's for the money. It's not. It's the code. I've shown you why so many of those stars went to Saudi Arabia by a code, and why I predicted the ones that would go there. So many of them, like Benzema. So let's break that. Is it 3-1 to the Saints? 97th minute winner. All right. Southampton have made it. Their code was so clean to win, and they're going to be playing Leeds. So you've got Leeds United against the Saints. All right. With everything that's gone on in 2024, for me, again, I have to code the final. This is not a final pick. For me, it just makes sense for the Saints to lose because it's biblical. All right. You know, Satan's the god of this world. It makes sense that the Saints get their hearts broken. That's how I see it. But I need to code it. We got Leeds to get there, got Southampton to get there. And look what Fury just said. I know everyone's asking me to code this. Fury shoves Usyk in weigh-in clash. I'm coming for his heart. I'm coming for his heart. Remember in the Bible, God judges us all by our hearts. It's crazy stuff. So let me tell you why Southampton won. All right. I know a lot of people say Usyk's going to win. But Usyk, right? I know I'm going off topic. I've not even gone into Southampton yet. But Usyk is Ukrainian. And he was born the same year as Messi, by the way. And I caught this a while ago. So, you know, the UK are helping the Ukraine. And I see Ukraine as UK reign. And Ukraine got invaded by Russia the year that the Queen died. All right, her reign ended with the UK. Obviously, she reigned for 70 years. It connects to Daniel's 70 weeks and the Bible. Okay, Guapo, I love you. I'm just doing a live stream. I'll message you when I'm done with coaching. Okay? Speak soon. So, yeah, you see the Ukraine and the UK reign. And like I said, the Ukraine was invaded the year that the Queen died and her reign ended as Queen. Southampton got to the final here, guys, connected to King Charles III. So let me read some of your comments. Adam Arteta got the Spanish Royal Honor. That's huge. I'll have to look into it. Have you guys noticed that Arteta is going to be coaching against Everton on the last game of the season, and he played for Everton, where he was actually really good? I remember that Everton team, they had a good squad. There was Arteta, Tim Cahill. I think they were fighting for Europe. But I just find it strange how Arteta's coaching against Everton. He wore number 8, didn't he? And Odegaard's number 8, who's his captain, who has the same birthday as the Pope. And I just find it strange that Man City are playing West Ham. And Arsenal, their record signing is Declan Rice, who was West Ham's captain last season. So, again, guys, if West Ham upset Man City and Declan Rice wins the trophy, that just seems outrageous. Do you know what I mean? It just seems very off. But it's, again, the world champions, Denver Nuggets, just lost by 45 points. I've told you in 2024, it's very hard for me to be shocked anymore. A few years ago, I'd be shocked by certain events. 2024, I'm finding it hard to be shocked. Can somebody give me a woo if you feel the same way? So I've just got to go into every game with an open mind and not be like, oh, they're going to win, it's done. When you start thinking like that and you start using words like will, is when you'll find you're going to get humbled. So, like I said, I coded Leeds and Southampton to make the playoff final. I have a lean right now. I haven't coded the final. I will, but I've got plenty of time to do it. I think the final is on the 26th, isn't it? It's on the 26th. Another 3-1 there with the 26th, because the final's on 26/5, 26th of May. 26 plus 5 is 31. Leeds just picked up their 31st win in all competitions, and Southampton just made the playoff final by winning 3-1. Has it finished? Yeah, it's finished. So a lot of 31s. I just did my live stream about the Book of Proverbs, which has 31 proverbs. I told you about Taylor Swift's new album, which has 31 songs. I tell you that I was born on my dad's 31st birthday, which is the 11th prime. So I've been watching for 2 years. Crazy how your viewers have lowered. It is, brother. I don't think they have. Well, they have technically. I think there's a lot of people watching my work, a lot of people sharing my work, but the numbers, I think the AI, I've seen it myself. I've seen what they do, taking the likes off me. So I think a lot of people, I think more people are watching now than ever, but it doesn't reflect with the numbers because Satan lies, is a liar. Mate, do a video on the Fury versus Usyk fight. 666 weeks since Usyk's last amateur fight. Mate, can you give me that date? And I'll try and do a video for you all about this boxing fight. Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, mocking Christ. It's not for the money. They're multimillionaires already. Yeah, it's way deeper than money. Can Arsenal win with 89 points for the Queen? Man City, huge favourite? Or is it a toss-up in your opinion? City should win. I said they both are going to win their last game. They both finish on 28 wins. Guardiola will stay on 107 career losses, the 28th prime. Arsenal will stay on 10 losses and 7 draws in all competitions this season. 107, 28th prime. The World Cup lasted 28 days. So it makes sense that they both win. I'm almost certain Arsenal win because I've said for about a month that they'll likely stay on 5 draws and 5 losses because Russia invaded the Ukraine on the 55th day of the year. We know Arsenal signed Zinchenko from Manchester City. So Man City ending on 91 points, the 13th triangular number, keeping Arsenal on 13 league titles is very appealing. Then both finishing on 89 is incredibly interesting. I've covered all of this. Arsenal won the league on the last game of the season in 89 when they went to Anfield. They had to win by 2 clear goals and they won 2-0. So we know if Arsenal win and City draw, Arsenal win the league on goal difference because they've got a better goal difference right now. So literally Arsenal have to win and hope that City don't win. But City are 1-16 to win. Pretty much saying they have a 90% chance of winning. But again, you never know in sports. You just never know. City go down to 10 men. They give away a penalty. West Ham's goalkeeper has the game of his life. Perhaps they get goals disallowed. You just don't know. That's why people enjoy it. Can somebody give me a woo in the chat? People enjoy it because you just don't know. You don't know if the bottom of the league is going to beat the top of the league. You just don't know. There's obviously you're like, well, top team's going to win, but you know in the back of your head, you just don't know, and that's what keeps fans so engrossed in the whole product of professional sports. So let me break this down. Why Southampton got there? Pretty crazy stuff. Did you guys see my Leeds video? Anybody? Just let me know. Did you watch my Leeds video with all the fours that I put before the game, and then they won 4-0 and number 44 opened the scoring. I hope you watched that, because I saw those falls before the game. They met 4 days prior to that game. And I noticed in these championship playoff games, Norwich City, home and away, didn't score. And West Brom only scored 1. You think there'd be more goals in these games, guys, if they've done so well all season to get into the playoffs, these teams. So I'm going to break this down. This is wild again. So Southampton, their nickname's the Saints. It was me knowing that, which I know most football fans do know, that made me go, okay, Saints. It makes sense for the Saints to get to the final and lose. And I actually saw nothing for West Brom, which is so rare to code a high-profile game to not find something for the other team. All I saw were numbers for Southampton to win. So I'll read out the code word for word. West Bromwich Albion versus Saints. The first leg ended 0-0, and it just makes so much sense to me that the Saints progress to the final versus Leeds and lose, as 2024 has been so satanic. It also makes sense we will see a German coach, which is the head coach of Leeds, and an England coach, or English coach, who's the head coach of Southampton. Now, the reason I said this is obviously the war theme, but West Bromwich Albion's coach is Spanish. So I was like, Germany, Spain, I don't see anything. England, Germany, war, now I see something. So that alone, usually with me, guys, I go into real detail, like crazy amount of detail with the numbers. But I was like, German coach against England coach at Wembley, all the war. Okay, let's start with that. So I was like, I've got the Saints. Saints perhaps losing in the final, getting their hearts broken. All right, this is biblical with the Saints. And I was like, okay, German coach, English coach. Okay, I like that. So no numbers there at this point. The Saints can meet Leeds in the 2024 playoff championship final on 5/26/24. The teams met each other on the last day of the regular season, where Southampton beat Leeds on the road and stayed on 9 draws and 11 losses in the league, which I said would happen. 9-11. Revelation 9-11. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. So we have a king right now in England, King Charles III. He was born a span of exactly 911 weeks before the Church of Satan was founded, which was founded the year that England won the World Cup against Germany, 1966. And something I caught, I'm gonna ask somebody a question here. Chris Holding is probably gonna know. Yeah, 3rd against 5th. Satan gets you 35. If you go back and look at the last game of the season between Leeds United and Southampton, somebody in the chat, tell me what you see. So just Google it, Leeds versus Southampton. It was May the 4th, Star Wars Day. May the Force be with you. May the 4th be with you. Let me know what you see from that scoreline. Do you think that maybe with all this war stuff going on, do you think the Premier League could purposely make City lose? I don't think it's down to the Premier League, brother. I think it's spiritual wickedness. I think it's a code that's beyond man. I do not believe the Premier League have meetings to discuss who's winning the league. I think it's far, 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 far deeper than that. So all I'm telling people is if you have any inkling that you think Arsenal are going to win the league and you're feeling it and you have a code and you see numbers and you see an upset, it's worth a tiny little bet. If you still bet. You can't bet on City. They're 1-16. You can bet on them if they go down. But again, I'm going to need to code the games individually. I guess I'll tell you what happened. Southampton played Leeds on the last game of the regular season. And at this point, it didn't mean anything. Ipswich were already promoted. Leicester were. Please watch my video about Leicester City winning the league, which I coded before the season. All right. Can you hit that like button, guys? Watch that. And you'll see they went up and it was all biblical and it was all connected to Kobe Bryant. And if you're new to my channel, you'll be like, what's he talking about? You have to watch my work over 4 years. You have to read my books if you are new. Because I know it sounds ludicrous that Leicester City got promoted in connection with a dead NBA player. But you'll see once you study my work, guys. God bless you, O'Malley. So, last game of the season, Southampton beat Leeds United. Finished 2-1. And let's look at who scored for Southampton. Adam Armstrong, Wool Smallbone. Now, who just scored for Southampton today? Smallbone and Armstrong. The same two players who scored against Leeds in the last game of the season. And Smallbone scored after 35 minutes, the winner. And it's third against fifth in the playoff final. It's quite remarkable when you think about it. And if you watch after Armstrong scored his penalty, which again wasn't a penalty, but they should have had a penalty earlier in the game, that was a clear one. But there's no VAR in the Championship as of now. I'm sure that's going to end up ruining that league as well. They'll bring VAR there because it's not about money, whatever they tell you. They'll bring it to the Championship. And Armstrong did the Baphomet. He did that finger up and down. One finger up, one finger down. Opposite hands. He did the Baphomet. His first goal, he did Jesus on a cross. You can go watch. I'm sure they'll show you the highlights on YouTube. You can watch all of this. I don't bet, but thanks. I've been watching for a while. You're the best. Thanks for answering my question. Thank you so much. I'll try and answer all your questions. I just want you all to know, I don't know who's winning the games on Sunday. I do my work. I've been given a gift. I'm right a lot. But when people say who's going to win, it's just too clear cut. I don't know. I don't know who's winning this boxing match, but I will make crazy finds. I'll make really crazy insights. So going back to this Southampton code, check this out. Check how influential my knowledge of Queen Elizabeth is. I've written a book about Queen Elizabeth II, why I predicted a death, that she would die at age 96 when she was 94. So Queen Elizabeth II, she became the queen at age 25. And Southampton just stayed on 25 draws and 25 losses versus West Bromwich Albion. Now, 25, we know the square root is 5 in the sense of 5 times 5 gets you 25. And the teams last met 5 days ago. And where did Southampton finish in the league? Oh, West Brom finish in the league, sorry. 5th. So it's crazy coded, and it's actually going to be, so Southampton finished 4th, didn't they? I've just seen it now. And Leeds finished 3rd. Leeds just scored 4 goals to make it to the playoff final. Southampton scored 3. That 43 is there again, guys. That's the 14th prime. It's the biggest thing going for Arsenal, getting their 14th league title. They have 14 FA Cups. Their captain was born with 14 days left in the year. Odegaard. Their all-time leading goal scorers, Thierry Henry. He wore number 14. They've got all these 14s. The number 14's everywhere, but so is the number 13. It's why it's very tough. But odds-wise, City win the league, don't they? But odds can be deceiving. And can somebody tell me, where does Southampton play? What's the home stadium of Southampton? Does anybody know? Chris has got to know. Chris is a Bolton Wanderers fan. Yeah, that they're playing tomorrow. Good luck. So you're talking third against fifth with Bolton, wasn't you? You confused me. What's Southampton's home stadium? St. Mary's. Queen Elizabeth's middle name was Mary. Now, who was the mother of Jesus Christ? St. Mary's, the saints. The mother of Jesus Christ was the Virgin Mary. Did you know who Man City were playing the day that King Charles III was coronated? Fun fact for you. The day that King Charles III was coronated, Manchester City played Leeds United. And Southampton have just got to this final against Leeds, connected to the King. And do you know who was born in Leeds? I went to university in Leeds. Do you know who was born in Leeds? The guy I coded to win the Golden Boot the last 2 years. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland was born in Leeds. A lot of people don't know that. Cheers, Flinny. God bless you. Because Haaland's dad, Alfinger Haaland, played for Leeds United. And Haaland was born in Leeds, about 15 minutes away from where I live. Now, this was something that was, I'd say this was the biggest find for me where I felt really good for Southampton. So tell me if this is worth a woo. I'm gonna type it in the chat. Read that and tell me if that's worth a woo. The Queen died on 9/8, and if the Saints win, they advanced to 98 points in all competitions. And West Brom's coach was born on the 98th day of the year. When I saw those 98s, sometimes I still get a little smile because I'm like, that's it. I think that's it. And when I have that smile, I'm kind of like very confident. But I don't like saying, I know a lot of you, I understand this, guys. I get it. A lot of you want me to say, I'm extremely confident in this pick. This is a lock. All right? I'm certain this is going to hit. I know you want me to word my codes like that. I just won't do it. All right? Because there's nothing worse than somebody telling you something is a guarantee and it fails. There's nothing worse, guys, when people present work that way, that this is a fact, this is going to happen, no doubt about it, and you get this false sense of security, and when it doesn't happen, it just angers a person. Now, if I do say this is going to hit and it hits, okay, maybe one person will say, great job, mate. It's not worth it, my end, to be so flat out arrogant that I know who's going to win. So the Saints go marching in to Wembley where they'll play against Leeds. And I want to say thank you to Rico33 again. He coded Orkan Koksu to score for Benfica, and he did. It's not the best league in the world, is it? That Portuguese league. It ain't the best league in the world. Now, there's more. This bit, I just like, oh my word. Saints' 53rd game of the season, and they can give West Brom their 16th loss of the season. 53 is the 16th prime. 53 is the year Elizabeth was coronated. Now, if anybody watched, did any of you watch this game? Did anybody watch this game? Who opened the scoring? What was his jersey number? This is why I put these codes out, and people like Rico, Lockwood, and other people, they go, well, those numbers indicate this player's going to score, and I found these additions to it. If you look at who scored the opening goal for Southampton, guy with bald head, number 16. Number 16. Why is that important? Because in my code last night, I said it's Southampton's 53rd game in all competitions, the 16th prime, and they can give West Brom their 16th loss in all competitions. And who opened the scoring? Number 16. And if you go back to my Leeds code, it was all about 4 and 44, and 4 times 4 equals 16. And another one with the 53 is Southampton beat Leeds on May the 4th, 2024, and they played them with 241 days left in the year, and 241 is the 53rd prime. So Southampton's next game, which is the playoff final, their last game of the season, it's going to be their 54th playoff game. No, sorry, their 54th game of the season in all competitions. 54. Queen Elizabeth II, whose middle name's Mary, she died on the 251st day of the year, the 54th prime number. Southampton, West Brom coach can stay on 79 points in all competitions and 22 wins. 79 is the 22nd prime number. And Israel was attacked by Hamas exactly 22 weeks after King Charles III was coronated. So there was a lot of primes here, a lot of like just good insights from me with the English coach, German coach, Saints, all the stuff with Satan, the 9/11, how knowing that Southampton ended the regular season with 9 draws and 11 losses, it just helped me put it all together. Israel was attacked by Hamas 911 days after Prince Philip died, who died on 4-9. And if you actually look at the game, Southampton took the lead after 49 minutes. And the second goal, number 4, assisted number 9. And the player who assisted number 16 was 36. What's 36? It's 4 times 9. Guys, I need some woos there. I'm going to have to say that one more time, yeah? I'll say it one more time, then I've pretty much got to go. I wish I had a bit more support, man. Look at my eyes. I'm tired. I just thought, I've got to do this. I've got to do this video. I'll say it again. Southampton played Leeds on the last game of the season. All right? Southampton went to Ellen Road, beat them 2-1. They stayed on 9 draws and 11 losses. 9-11, the Saints. Queen Elizabeth, she died 911 days after coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. Corona translates to crown. Prince Philip, who was married to Elizabeth, he died 911 days before Israel was attacked by Hamas. King Charles III, he was born a span of exactly 911 weeks before the Church of Satan was founded. All these remarkable 9/11s, which connect to Revelation 9/11, which is about Abaddon and the bottomless pit. Did you guys see the painting of King Charles, which was Baphomet? Can somebody give me another woo? I got a guy on Instagram who's like, oh my word, did you see the Baphomet painting of King Charles? You're right. I'm like, yes, I've seen it. When you flip it upside down and it's literally Baphomet and he's wearing all red. And Satan's the red dragon. And Charles was the Prince of Wales, and Wales's flag is a red dragon. So Prince Philip died on 4-9. Southampton scored the first goal of this tie after 49 minutes. All right. Second goal, number 4, assisted number 9. And the guy who assisted the first goal was number 36, Brooks. And 4 times 9 is 36. 666 is the 36 triangular number. The beast of Revelation reigns for 3 years and 6 months. So how do you explain that? These prime number connections are unreal. Thank you very much. And also, if you look at Southampton's goal, that was a brilliant strike by Smallbone. He's picked it up. He's outside of the box from what I remember. He's laced it. It's gone on the inside of the near post. And although goalkeepers should not get beat at the near post. It was a great strike. It's not something you could rehearse, which I've been trying to show you. They can't rehearse these games. It's too perfect. It's going on in every sport. And right before I go, MMA Gematria, God bless you. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, but much love. There was a hockey game yesterday. All right. Hockey game yesterday. And this was one of the most blatant examples of this not being done by man. I don't think it could be any more clear that this wasn't man. So I actually was. Guys, I'm just losing subs after subs. It's actually becoming comical. Why am I staying on 11.9? Is it because it's the reverse of 9/11? It just goes down every day. And I'm getting new people every day, man. So just a joke. Thankfully, I have thick skin. I would have given this up months ago. So if you look at the hockey, I couldn't believe when I saw it. So there's 32 teams in the NHL. Vancouver beat the Oilers yesterday 3-2, and they won the game with 32 seconds left in the game, and now they have a 3-2 lead in the series. And I'm like, no. In hockey, guys, I used to watch the LA Kings, Chicago Blackhawks. I used to live in Chicago, used to live in LA. And I had a lot of respect for hockey players. I thought these guys are unbelievable athletes. Their balance, their strength, their technique. I was like in awe because I never grew up playing ice hockey. I was just watching these guys going, these are unbelievable athletes. To rehearse and plan and time it out for a team to score, to make it 3-2 with 32 seconds left, to take a 3-2 lead in the series. No, that's not man. I normally watch your videos. You not tried TikTok? Brother, everyone told me to do TikTok. I tried. I got like 200 people follow me. I did one video about Taylor Swift, which got a few thousand views. I was like, okay. And then all my other stuff, nothing. Like 20 views, 30 views. So I was hoping I would go viral and my work would spread. But TikTok is run by the devil, just like YouTube. And I just think my work is so good that the devil don't want it getting out there to too many people. If I just talked about Taylor Swift and things like that, I would probably go viral. But my work's too deep for it to ever go viral, I believe. So if I talk about certain people, I can go viral because it's almost as if that's bringing energy to those people and it's feeding those people. But for example, if I did a TikTok now about Southampton and Leeds, nobody would watch. If I did one about Real Madrid and Barcelona, okay, more people would watch. If it was about the World Cup final, more people would watch. But still, my work doesn't entertain many people. It doesn't entertain, does it? It's too thought-provoking. You have to think too much. People don't want to think. That's why they want to watch 10-second videos of people just being dumb. It's just easy to watch and process. You break people free. Thank you. Thank you. I was going to do the rest of Proverbs today, but I have to go coach. I could maybe do it when I get home. A lot of people said they enjoyed it. Still got another 18 of them. So, guys, I appreciate you all 15 likes and 24 people watching out of 12,000. People on my website, honestly, I'm very blessed that you're there. Let's keep going for as long as we can. And just, I hope you're learning from what I'm sharing. You might not agree with everything I say. You might not like everything I say. You might have your opinion of me and my personality, and that's fine. But I just hope you've learned something from me doing these streams and these videos for next to nobody watching. I hope the people that are watching are going away from this and thinking, okay, I need to reflect a little bit. So on Sunday, I'll try and go live for you for the Premier League. It could be an anticlimax. City could go up 3-0 after 30 minutes. And then there's literally, if that happens, is there anything to play for? The bottom three, that's done. Champions League spots are done. Maybe there's a spot for the Europa League, but might be a little bit of an anticlimactic season, unless West Ham are holding City or West Ham take an early lead. Other than that, it might be pretty anticlimactic for me to go live for you. But if Arsenal do win that league, I'll break down the numbers for you, because that would just be outrageous if it happens, wouldn't it? David Moyes, ex-Man United coach, breaks the hearts of Man City. And David Moyes used to coach at Everton, who Arsenal are playing, Arteta's old club when he was a player. It's all just weirdly intertwined and connected, yeah? So please hit the like on your way out. And I'm going to go get ready to coach a kid called Luca in 30+ degrees on turf at 4 o'clock. Wish me luck with this one. But I'll take plenty of water. And I'll speak to you all soon. Like I said, maybe I'll go live later and finish off the book of Proverbs for anybody who's interested. So yeah, take care. Much love. God bless you all. Speak to you soon. Woo! And let's see what goes down in that Leeds United Southampton game. I'm very intrigued. Game's going to be on a Sunday. Jesus, the Son of God, the Saints are going to play. Let's have a look what goes down, eh? Take care. God bless you all.